living bread of heaven, feed me till I want no more. Open now the crystal fountain, where's the healing stream that flows? Let the fire and cloudy mirror lead me all my journey through. Strong deliverer, be thou still my strength and shield. Strong deliverer, be thou still my strength and shield. When I tread the verge of Jordan, bid my anxious face subside. Death of death and hell's destruction, land me safe on Canaan's side. Songs of praises, I will ever give to thee. Songs of praises, I will ever give to thee.
Thank you. You may now take your seat. Thank you so much, Sister Gloria. Thank you. Songs of praises, I will ever give thee. Thank you. In the very few moments from now, we will be hearing a couple more tributes to celebrate our brother. In the meantime, please do help yourselves. And just to prepare our minds as well, I shall be going around table to table and asking a few individuals, anyone who wishes to share any memory. I believe all of us here have had the opportunity of sweet memories with little Joe, my brother James, and just so that if you need to put your thoughts together and reminisce over some of these beautiful memories, please, I will come to you. Thank you. you again for your patience. We are getting into the tribute section, and I'd like to welcome Lady Pastor Verity Edusei to read a tribute for us. Shall we welcome our Lady Pastor, please?
Hello, everyone. So, this is for Joe Odametey. As if you were at the service this morning, you would hear Reverend Steve say that we had a pastor who used to tease him, and I could just hear the sound as he calls him Joe Odametey. You breezed into our lives quietly, but with warmth. Your mission was to marry Amelia, and so you did. Then my relationship with you began. At the time, I found in Amelia a very supportive helper. Amelia and I spent a lot of time together doing things in church, sometimes at very odd hours. But you never complained. You were giving. Not only did you release Amelia, but you became a part of our home via the things you bought for us. We knew the deals in Tesco and bought things for cheaper. You let me know about your visits to the meat market and get us our portion too. When I told my mom of your passing, she reminded me of some of the things you did for us. She has fond memories of you too. As life went on, Amelia and I didn't work together as closely as before, but our relationship remained the same. When Amelia turned 50, in your usual supportive manner, you helped me to pull off a small surprise. Reading our WhatsApp messages, I'm glad I had the opportunity to let you know then that you guys mean more to me than I may be able to express. If I could put a smile on Amelia's face and yours, that would make my day. The Bible encourages us in 1 Thessalonians 5:18 to give thanks in all circumstances. So even though we mourn your loss, we're grateful to God for the opportunity to have been a part of your life. Thank you so much, Joe, for your friendship, care, and quiet but very solid support. Although you are sorely missed, we do not mourn as though we have no hope. We believe that because of your faith in God, we'll be reunited with you. Joe, rest well in the bosom of our Lord. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Lady Pastor. We will take another music interlude and you will hear the next tribute. Thank you.
Oh,
and is your man again. Still in steady arms and still sailing safely. So far, so good. No shipwreck. I did promise that, and it does seem to be the case. Just a quick one. To my left, at the far corner, where it has brother's picture on the wall there, in loving memory forever in our hearts, is a lovely book there capturing everybody here. And if you don't mind, we need people to sign in. Just let us know what you think about our brother, what you thought of him, how you knew him. A little bit of a memory share. And the same guest has also got the, I'm trying to find a key word, which is Isawa, but I'm forgetting the Ghana word. So the guys here might help me, please. If not, but if you have anything for the family as well, to the very far end is a lovely Rachel sitting there to receive you for that. Thank you. Tribute to Brother James. Brother James. Brother James. And that's how we called ourselves. Many who came by, many who knew us, thought that your name was Brother James, and my name was Brother James. But that was our slogan, and that was the love we shared. We called ourselves by the same name, our assumed name, Brother James. Tribute to you, my brother. They say a friend can stick closer than a brother, and that's exactly who you are to me. As C.S. Lewis wrote in The Four Loves, friendship is born at the moment when one person says to another, "What, you too?" I thought I was alone. I thought it's only me. That's how it feels when with you. Like God gave me a brother in the form of a friend. For many years, this is how we knew each other and what we called each other brothers. You were the big brother I never had. You wore those shoes so naturally and filled it place so seamlessly. Proverbs 17:17 says, "A friend loveth at all times, and a brother is born for adversity." As you lived, and you lived that verse, steadily, loyal, present when it matters most. I cannot take you you out of my story and still have it remain the same. I cannot be who I am today without your brotherly love and support. I remember coming to the UK, a young student in the year 2000. When many people turned their backs on me, you received me with an open arms. We lived together as brothers. We moved from house to house, places to places, from Walthamstow to Leytonstone, then Edgware and Collider, until you married your beautiful wife and moved on. However, you never moved away from me. You taught me what I needed to start life in a foreign land. You stood by me and believed in me. You believed in every single thing I pursued. You truly were the source of inspiration. We both worked nights and pushed through the day studying so we can make our dream lives. We did not complain because we knew we had each other's back, and the Lord was gracious to us. When I look back, all I see are the beautiful memories as a young man finding my way. It still makes me smile that I taught you how to drive. Even though you're much older, yet you were so determined, hands fixed for the wheel, listening so attentively. And then just like that, one day we had a moment I will never forget. I was in the passenger seat and had to grab the steering wheel in your hands, seconds to avoid a head-on collision with an oncoming vehicle. That was really scary, but it happened. But afterwards, we laughed. The kind of laughter only God understands. I will never forget the long nights we stayed up playing draft. Hours after hours, whilst I tried and tried again to redeem myself from the repeated Rolls 5050 washes. You would sit there in the car, smiling, as if you had all the time in the world. He would even give me pointers right before you beat me again. That was you, patient, generous, always willing to go the extra mile. Even a simple game at the kitchen table, you were still willing to go that extra mile. I still have the draft today, but I have no one to play with. All I have is just the memories. And somehow, those memories feels like a win to me today. You were truly a gentleman, truly a brother. kind in heart, and gentle in spirit. In a world of 8 billion people, there is only one you. There will never be another you. You've left a beautiful legacy. Memories we will cherish and hold on to for the rest of our lives. May the Lord grant you a gentle soul, your kind soul, eternal rest, and Abraham's bosom. Rest well. Watch it, Brother James. Thank you.
Are you ready? So I'll do the video.
Well, thank you so much for your patience. It's time to hit the next item, usually called the 13th item. Some say item 13. And we are at a point where some would have to start filling and replenishing their energies. I will humbly ask the family on the high table to it is actually a walkthrough cell itself. If you don't mind, if not, then I can let somebody send you. It's your choice. I haven't told, but I was hoping that you. You said that. Okay, brilliant. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. I will be going from table to table rather than, because there's no table numbers. So I'll come to your table and usher you there, please. Thank you.
salad, right?
Yeah, salad.
Because I'm vegetarian.
No, I don't think there's no tuna.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
selling it.
Yes, sir. Just for the young bro. Thank you. My little brother wants to drop it. It was too shy to ask. Thank you. It's okay.
I'll go for Friday.
It's okay.
Thank you.
This is what? I fix a salad. Oh, okay. What? Yes. Thank you.
I work Cosmo salad.
Cosmo salad. Yummy salad.
Amen.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not sure about you, but I feel very, very, very heavy. I've just been gingered by some ginger drink at the door. If you haven't had some, then you've not been gingered. We are entering into the second half of this program. We've got a couple more tributes to be read, and I will then be going from table to table to ask members and guests to share with us their memories with our brother or whatever is shared with Joe. So if we have the pillars of friendship here, and if they are ready, may I please ask for their representative, if not the entire group. If they are, if not, I shall give them a moment to settle. Thank you. Shall we welcome them?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are here representing the Pillars of Friendship. Joe was a member of this wonderful group, and unfortunately we lost him. And we are here to pay tribute from Pillars of Friendship to our dear friend, Joe Odametey. Today, with heavy hearts, yet deep gratitude to God, we gather to honor and celebrate the life of our dear friend and brother, Joe Odametey, a very cherished member, a devoted executive, and an exceptional secretary of the Pillars of Friendship. Joseph was a man of few words, yet his presence spoke volumes. In his quiet way, he carried a strength that anchored us, a calm that reassured us, a loyalty that bound us together. He did not need many words to make an impact. His actions, his consistency, and his gentle spirit said it all. As part of this unique group, childhood friends from the same community, Manprobi and Latabia Koshi, shaped by different schools, but united since the years of 1987 and 1988. Joseph embodied the very essence of our fraternity. He was a pillar among us, dependable, sincere, and deeply committed to his kindness, to his bond we shared. His kindness was effortless, his warmth genuine, and his heart pure. He brought light into our gatherings, laughter into our moment, and a quiet comfort that made our group not just a circle of friends, but a family. Though our hearts ache in his absence, we hold firmly to the promise of God's word. The Lord is close to the brokenhearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit. Psalms 34, verse 18. We take solace in knowing that Joseph now rests peacefully in the loving arms of the Lord. Joseph, your life was a blessing to us all. Your memory is a treasure we will forever hold dear. The legacy of your quiet strength, humility, and friendship will continue to live in each of us. You may be gone from our sight, but never from our hearts. With love and honor, we celebrate you today and always. Yahweh, Jabbar, till we meet again, pillars of friendship. Thank you.
Thank you so much, pillars of friendship. Without much ado, I call on Cambridge Preparatory School 1983 year to share their tribute, if they can. Shall we welcome them? There was a Cambridge in Ghana.
Good evening all. Okay, so the motto of the school was the best among the standards. We're here today to celebrate the life of Joe Odametey. I mean, we all grew up with him, and most of the things I heard about him today is very true. That is Joe for you when we were kids, you know. So tribute from classmates of 1983, Cambridge Preparatory School, Kolegolo, Greater Accra, Ghana. Today, we gather not only in sorrow, but in gratitude for a life that touched so many of us in ways words can scarcely capture. Joe Odametey, our brother, our friend, our classmate. From our early days at Cambridge Preparatory School in Kolegolo, Joe stood out. He was very handsome, but not for noise or show. What truly defined him was something far more enduring. His quiet strength, his steady presence, and a kindness that never needed to announce itself. He was simply always there. For many of us, Joe was a constant in a world that kept changing. From childhood innocence into adulthood, he remained the same at his core, reliable, thoughtful, and genuine. You could count on him whether you needed advice, support, laughter, or even silence. Joe met you exactly where you were without judgment. He had a rare gift. Those of us who walked home with him to and from school witnessed it firsthand. He had the ability to make people feel seen, heard, and valued. He listened deeply, spoke wisely, encouraged himself with humility and grace. His loyalty was unwavering, his heart open, and his intentions pure. Though life took us on different paths and across various continents, the bond we shared with Joe never faded. That is the mark of a truly remarkable soul, someone whose presence endures regardless of the distance or time. But his passing has left a space that cannot be filled. It came too suddenly and too painfully, and we all still come to terms with that loss. But even in our grief, we hold on to what Joe gave us. Memories that warm our hearts, lessons that shape our lives, and friendship that will never be erased. We take comfort in knowing that Joe is now at peace. resting in the bosom of his Maker, we are reminded that the values he lived by, kindness, integrity, loyalty, and love, do not end here. They live on in each of us. So today, as we celebrate his life, we do not say goodbye. Instead, we say thank you, Joe. Thank you. Thank you, Joe, for your friendship. Thank you for your consistency. Thank you for the light you brought into our lives. You may have left us too soon, but your legacy remains strong, steady, and unforgettable. Rest well, Joe. You will always be the one of the very best of us. Just like our school motto, the best among the standards. Your memory will forever be a blessing. Thank you.
Thank you. His memory will always be a blessing. I shall move on to the Institute of Divine Education, Shalom, Shalom, 1983 year crew. If you hear, please do make your way to the stage to share with us. Shalom, Shalom, if you hear. If not, right, okay. I shall skip Shalom, Shalom to Shalom, Shalom. Yes, indeed, Shalom, Shalom. For a music interlude, and then we will hear from the second part of his mate, the Blero.
Let
They say one man does not sing a national anthem unless otherwise it is a punishment. So when we had a tribute from Accra, at the time at the church, there was only one former student of Accra. So he could only read a tribute on behalf of everybody else, but he could not sing the Accra national anthem for everybody. So ladies and gentlemen, Sankofa Yenchi, we welcome back the entire entourage, the former students, and every Accra or anybody who ever did attend Accra in their life to please come on stage whilst you sing your famous school anthem for our brother Joe. Thank you. Shall we welcome the Accra alumni?
Accra. Oh, guys, if you don't respond, we'll sit down. Oh, watch it, okay, share. Come on, Munye, you're back. I don't know. Okay. Accra. Yeah, so when the blow falls and we don't sing, they will not rest in peace. So we need to sing for Joe. We'll sing our school song, our school anthem. Keke washi oje ekome na karofio. Accra. You have built nations of men. You made great men of them. Generations of scholars salute you, black and green acknowledge you. A lifetime of feeding in thoughts, in words and deeds. Through to the spirit we lead. Grab the substance with the shadow, then onward to the truth. As a one with every great family. As a one with every, as a one with every. As if one be very true to the spirit. Who grab the substance with the shadow and onward to the truth. As if one be very great family. Yes, so Accra is a noisy school. You see, it's just about 7 of us. Imagine if we had the army here. Here are we now in the house of no regret. From here our little minds worship to set our nation great. O Lord, to thee we dedicate Accra Academy. Except one victory we sing and blow Accra.
pé, ilé ní máa tán ní kẹ́tó yá pé, ilé ní máa tán ní kẹ́tó yá pé. Ààrẹ ó sáré. Pàkẹ́ ó. Thank you, for those of you who didn't understand that was a special tongue. And if you do go to church, you will understand tongues. I can share. I'll be coming to everybody else, but something touched my heart and I want to put something in context. The last song they sang was In Lehini Machok Nike Joe Odametey. Okay. Backtrack that. In Lehini Machok Nike Joe. Since I met him, my life has never been the same. We know Accra people to be, there's a reason they call them Blend. It was to cool them down. So Blair means have heart, take it easy. I went to Presec, but I came out not like the Blair. Beyond the Blair. And when I'm with him, people think he went to Presec. And I went to the Blair. He's a silent influence. A very effective one as such, and very determined. In all my friends, I have only 2 friends that could have done something. Joe is the first one. The other one, a great friend of mine, is still there. Very wonderful. I remember I had this job and I had to go through the national security vetting. And after series and series of vetting, I looked back and said, could I have got this if I had been acquainted to some other friends of mine? I'm sure some of you would have heard a story about a certain government official who has suddenly been in the news and headlines lately about a certain failed vetting stuff, if that helps. But being at the little leadership of little Joe, my little so-called brother James, taught me a lesson. It's not about the fast track. It's not about making it now, but having a steady process, building something with integrity. That stood the test of time. I cannot tell you everything where I am, but he looked and I shared with him when I got somewhere and he said, "Oh, Odametey." And that I found constantly. It's one thing to have a friend, it's one thing to have a brother, it's one thing to have somebody you can call. But some people do certain things mechanically. For them, it's just machine. I'm not going to talk for too long while to prepare it. I've got so much story. But let me tell you the story of an impact, the very initial impact it had on me. So many years ago, I got my very first job up the road from here in Tesco's. And I had done a month's job, but my wages never came through. And I didn't know how to go about it, and I didn't ask. And I was completely out of cash. And I remember I had to still come to work. And I was doing the twilight, and the great gentleman at the table who bear me witness, Mr. Maxwell, a veteran of the days. And one day I got home very late, just about 4 a.m. when I finished work at 2 a.m. And then he asked me, "Why have you come in so late?" I said, "I had to walk. I walked from Finchley to Houston. I finished work 2 a.m. and I got to Houston at 4 a.m. And I went past this facility by the time it was being built. And when I told him that, he said, go take your shower and sleep. The next morning, he came by, woke me up from bed and gave me 30 pounds. For some of you, you might think 30 pounds is too small. But that 30 pounds, sorry, I'm mathematical. I do accounting and finance, and I do economics, so my brain functions differently from. But at the time, I can tell you specifically, because I used to work in Tesco's, a loaf of bread then was 19p. You get a whole bottle of 2-liter Coke or fizzy drink for less than 30p, 25p to be precise it was. So you can imagine, put that into context, how far that 30 pounds went. That 30 pounds never stopped there. The following day, he said, maybe you should ask your employers why you've not been paid. Me too, I was shy. I was shy to ask where my wages were. Only for me to go and ask, gather the boldness and the confidence. And you were like, oh, are you Mr. Ernest? You were like, yes. So this was after the second month when everybody has been paid. And back then, they used to pay with checks. So if your bank details haven't gone through the back system, they will issue you with a check. And there are 2 checks there waiting to be collected. Here I was, hungry, walking up the street. So when I said he taught me all I knew in my tribute to survive, it looked abstract. But that was one of the things. For lack of knowledge, my people perish. In my case, for lack of knowledge, I was hungry. For lack of knowledge, I had to walk from Fishery Central through this place. And the funny bit is, I didn't know any shortcut. All I knew was a bus route. And some of them didn't have subways. So imagine me crossing the North Circular in the middle of the night. And this very one, that traffic light, you look to the left, you look to the right. Sorry, God is up there. And there's nobody looking down at me. I said, my friend, lack of knowledge will kill you. But thank God, he played Joe in my destiny. 2 seconds or 2 minutes before I dropped the mic. Many years later, he graduated from Greenwich. And I just asked Mr. Francis Aninfo if he still got a brochure there. We're still both studying. And I had my eyes on what I wanted to do. And I was still focused. I remember Uncle Jack as one of the guests to the graduation ceremony. And I sat at the back. And I've never been inspired in my life as what I saw at the time. And that is what fired me. If there is anything that rekindled, gingered me up, like the ginger drink I just had. It was that very moment when a Kenyan walked upstage 3 times and picked up 3 different degrees. And these were all in the science field. And I'm sure Mr. Ninfo will remember that. And I told Joe to keep that brochure until sometime I will tell him why. I never got to tell him, and I was still waiting for the right time. And now I have to tell his kids about that. I just asked Mr. Ninfo if he still got that brochure. There was a Kenyan man who took 2 masters and a doctorate. And I said to myself, I might never have the money to pay my school fees, but I have what that man has. And before my time is over on this earth, I will do the same. And I walked away, and every single time I come to Joe, oh, I just enrolled for this course. And I remember having this conversation with him in November. I said to him, I'm going to do this course. He said, hey, Brother James, I'm going to pay people, don't worry. Quote and unquote, exactly what he said. And I said, the story is not finished. And I still was trying to refer him back to his graduation days. But I was waiting for that very time. There's a lot. People come to our lives different times for various reasons. I can't understand his no more. But I do understand that Jesus came around and he lived for 33 years. In that 33 years, he touched so many lives. I keep saying, I will never be who I am today without Joe. I probably wouldn't have survived without Joe. So if there's anybody here who's got a story to share, by the way, it's good to be good. He was really good. In his own nice, quiet demeanor, but very effective. When he's angry, he will just come in and tell you, Odametey. But whether he told you, Odametey, he will say it like, Odametey. He will still go, he still takes the weight. You still go away knowing very well. Odametey. However way it came out, the subject matter still remains the same. But when you do well, trust me, he's somebody who likes to celebrate with you. He celebrates life, he celebrates success. For me, that story, the same way I can never take my grandfather away from my life, from my lineage, and be who I am today, I can never take Joe away from my life and be who I am today. My brother, God bless you. And if there's somebody here who would like to share a similar story, please, you are more than welcome. If I don't hear anybody signal me, I shall come straight to the tables. Mr. DJ. Hello. And we are getting to a very exciting part of tonight's program where we celebrate, where we joy. Ladies and gentlemen, shall I welcome Emilia and family for a dance. And please, we all welcome to join in with the dance. Mr. DJ, please, let it roll. Well, thank you very much. There shall be more dancing in a moment. But for now, we've got a presentation to the family by the group Pillars of Friendship. If they're here, would you please come to the stage? Pillars of Friendship. Shall we welcome them? Thank you.
Which one? It's Emmanuel. Yeah. Yes.
Okay, yeah, Pillars,
He said
we
he's
are
dead.
just warming up. So let's
He
give
told me
them
he's dead.
a couple more.
Yes.
Whilst we wait for them, if you are yet to visit that corner, please feel free. Leave us any memorable thing you remember, anything you wish to share, or if you wish to make a donation to the family, it will be at the same place. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, we welcome the Pillars of Friendship. Shall we welcome? Thank you.
If you use this one to take us a picture, yes. Thank you.
One picture or video?
Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. Hello. We are a small group called Pillars of Friendship. We've got friends from UK, Ghana, and then the US. And we started this group during the COVID time. We are childhood friends. I personally went to school with Joe from preparatory, and then some of them went with nursery and then secondary. So today we are here to present a little token to support the family as our tradition. And our group, we help each other in events of when the uncertainty occurs. So we are here today to present an amount of $2,500 to support the family during this time.
indeed showed us what a strong pillar you are in terms of friendship. Thank you so much. God bless you. God bless you. We've got another group here who wishes to share something with us by name All Saints Parents. If they're here, may the All Saints Parents please.
Yeah. Well, my name is Nii Odametey. This is my wife, Victoria. I'm representing the parents of children at All Saints Primary School, Cricklewood. Joe was a very loving father, very faithful, very diligent. I would meet him at the gates over 4 or 5 years. Our children were together. Our children were in the same class, Perpetua's classmates. Yes, and I know Joe has been very friendly, very approachable. I've never seen him, I didn't even know that he wear, and this is the first time I've seen him without a cap, this photograph. He always has his cap on. And he was very, very friendly, and he was quiet, yes, a man of few words, but one thing I would say about him was that he was very positive. I never had a negative confession from him, and he was someone that his words were few but impactful, and we'll miss him.
Thank you very much. Thank you, everybody. I'm it feels so emotional. I mean, for the fathers who were born the same year. I used to call him Baba Perpetual. He was my gist partner. You know, when I also said we meet at the gates, you know, the usual thing, we talking about Africa, people back home. That was always our gist. We talk about Nigeria, Ghana, a very dedicated man, committed to his family. You know, he would just be going on his own. So it was really, really shocking to hear that. My prayer is that the Lord will be with the family. Mama Perpetua, the Lord will be with you. Perpetua and the siblings, the Lord will be with you. And to everyone, I don't know, let's continue to be doing good because you don't know who you're impacting. He was a very good man. Thank you. So we're all parents. Yeah, our children are together.
Thank you, all citizens. I'm a bit surprised that the man didn't just impact a younger brother like me, he was also impacting parents. How awesome and amazing. Yes, before the music resumes, there is the memory book going round the tables. If you just get to your table, please do share something with us. In the meantime, the music shall continue, and we expect some people will share dance with us. Thank you.
Boy,
music again, that will continue shortly. But before then, we have a short tribute to be shared by Mr. Daniel Anna. Shall we welcome Mr. Daniel Anna, please?
Thank you very much. Well, I see everybody is prepared to listen to what God is saying. It's a short word. Relate to me myself. Ladies and gentlemen, I want everybody to listen to what God is saying. Please, I want everybody to listen to what I've got to say. I can see our colleague, the children, I've been to them. I can see I'm being emotional. I've given them a number. Call me anytime they are in distress. I can relate to them. My dad died when I was 7 years old, at the age of 51. 51. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want us all to join in sharing what they are going through. They wouldn't see it now, but after a couple of years, they will come to realize it. I've been there, I know what it takes. I've given them a number to call me if they are in distress. I'm not going to solve their problem, but I can only help. I work in Royal Mail. I'm a manager in the office. Okay. One is Royal Mail offices in Central London. I won't tell you which office it is. But at the minute, they don't see what it is. But after a couple of months, they will come to realize the gravity of it all. So please, if you are here, you've got anything that you want to support the family, I urge you to come out to support the family. I've been there, I know what it takes. And children, I'm here. I know there are other parents as well who are going to support you. But I'll put my name forward to support you. Got my number. Anytime, any day, any minute. Don't hesitate to call. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Daniel Lama. Thank you so much. DJ.